Hey everyone, it's Chrissy here from the Creative Eclectic. Happy Tuesday! Hope you are having a fabulous Tuesday and a great week so far. I'm having a pretty great day. I got to speak to one of my dear friends today, so that was fantastic. And yeah, it's just an all-round good day. Nothing terrible went wrong, so that's always good. All right. Let me just check and see who's watching us tonight. I forgot to tell people that I was coming on, so I'm hoping that we'll get a few people watching. All right. So, just make sure my volume's turned down on my iPad. All right. So tonight we're playing with the North Pole Delivery Suite, and I'm really excited about this. This is from the new mini catalogue, the September to December one. I have a few copies now, so hopefully everyone will like those. Hopefully everyone has got a copy who needs one. If you don't, let me know and I can send you one. Okay, so we're mainly playing with the paper tonight. I forgot to bring the embellishments, but that's alright. And I forgot to bring the ribbon too. But we're going to alright. Okay, so this is one with a mailbox, Marnie. And hello, Marnie. Lovely to speak to you again. It's been ages, like hours. And hi, Glenda. Nice to talk to you. Alright, so we're playing with the paper. And what I love about this paper is it's got 2 sheets of die cuts. And how are you, Glenda? And how are you, Marnie? So look, these are all these little die cuts that it's got. And I'm in the process of making a 12x12 sampler. So you've got these 2 sheets, and then you've got this beautiful paper, which we'll be using tonight. Look at these. There's a little mail vans with, well, they must be US mail vans because they're certainly not ours. We have postman pack cars. And then some other paper has got, the back of that's just the green, and then you've got one with all envelopes on it, and then one with open envelopes, and the other side is that, and then you have mailboxes. So I'm really excited to use this paper. Oops, it's sticking. And I am definitely, oh, that's good. I'm glad you're good, Marnie. You might be the only one here. Oh, yeah, Glenda's here. She's good. Alright, so I'm really excited to use the paper and the die cuts. And I'll just pop them on the floor and hope Delphi doesn't limp all over them. She's limping today, but I don't know if she's limping to get attention or if she's limping because she's genuinely sore, or so I don't know how I could say that she would just be limping to get attention, but anyway. So I'm just unpacking my little box of the things that we're going to use, and I just had a thought that I wanted to use some of the other paper that I haven't got cut. Alright, so we're going to start with a Poppy Parade card base. Now, this is just a standard... I don't know, Marnie. I think you can. I haven't tried it. So this is the stamp set that goes with it. We're just going to be using a sentiment today. I'm being a bit of a lazy crafter on our Facebook Lives recently. And I will get back to stamping. I just have to rebuild my confidence. So I've punched out some little critters from our our paper that we're going to use. And I just had a thought that I want to use a different piece of paper because I didn't see that paper before. Oh, your postie rides a motorbike. Well, some of ours do, but a lot of them, especially the ones that deliver it to us in summer, they have the little postman pack cars. Now I want to use this piece as well. I just need to cut a piece because I want to use that inside my card. And the reasons will become clear. So I'm just going to cut a piece of that. So that is going to be 5.5 inches. Now we're making a fancy fold card. And I have to be honest, I have never made it before. So I've just cut everything. And I'm thinking, I'm taking a page out of Beck Hall's book and going, I'm just going to wing it today. So we're going to cut this at 5.5 by 3 3/8. I need to put it over this way to do that. 3 3/8 is about there. Alright, ooh, that didn't sound good. There we go. I'll pop that out the way. Alright, so we've got a fair amount of product that we're using on this one. I can check the die question shortly, Marnie. I'm pretty sure you can. Alright, so we've got our base card, which for us in Australia, I've actually just cut a little bit to make it easier for me. I've cut it to 5 3/4 and I've left it at, right, I'm just going to trim it to 8 1/4. Now I'm trimming it to 8 1/4 just because it is a bit tricky to get the measurements right. Now it's only a fraction off, but that fraction makes all the difference, right? Let's get rid of that out of there. Okay. And I know that's a teeny weeny bit, but trust me, it makes a difference to how the card works. Okay. I would think, Glenda, that up where you were, that the posties should have postman pack cards, but they probably have to travel further than our guys do. Like our guys do our neighbourhood and that's it. Alright, so the first, we're going to do some scoring on our base card. And I'll tell you the sizes of everything else as we go through. My brain's a bit fried today, so we're definitely winging it. Now, if you're in the US, your card base is going to be 5.5 inches by 9.5 inches. And in Australia, we're going to score at 1/2 inch from one end, and then we're going to score at 1/2 inch. So I've lined it up with a 1/2 inch mark there, 1/2 inch from the other end. All right. Then from each end, we are going to score 2 3/8. And boy, I hope this works properly. If you're in the US, you will be scoring 1/2 inch and 2 5/8 of an inch from each end. Okay. So hopefully Anne's watching, and then she'll know. So 2 3/8 is out. So from both sides, you're going to score 1/2 inch and then 2 3/8 in it if you're using Australian measurements. If you're using 2 5/8. Okay. So I'm hoping that's right. Did I do that one right? 2 3/8. Yep. Okay, so that's my base card. Then I've got another strip, and no matter where you are in the world, this is going to be the same. It's 3 inches, and then it's 10 5/8 of an inch. Okay. Then you're going to score it from each end. You're going to score it at 2 1/8. And then 4 1/4. Okay. Then you're going to flip it over and do the same on the other end, 2 1/8 by 4 1/4. Now this piece you can adjust to different heights or whatever, but this is just I had a pack of card guts, and that's this is what I've come up with from that pack of card guts. Alright, so we've got our base cards. Then we're going to need 4 pieces of white. Now the 4 pieces of white are about 1/8 of an inch smaller than those 2 panels there, okay? Then we're going to need another piece of white. Now this is 5 5/8 by 3, about 3 1/2, and that's going to go in the middle, thereabouts. So I think this one might be wrong. I know. Okay, so then you're also going to need some designer series paper. So I've got a piece there. Actually no, we're going to use the other side. Now it's up to you if you want to make this line up properly. I cut it so it would line up properly. So that one go there. Then this one. This one, oh, hang on. Need to line them up properly. Yeah, alright. So that one and that one line up. Then this one lines up with that one, and that one lines up there. So this one's going to go over here. This one's going to go over here. Right. So you have 4 pieces of white. Now I haven't made this card before, so I am winging it, but I did a little bit of research, and this is using some stuff in my card guts, and I have no idea what the original card ever looked like. But I just grabbed something out of my card guts. Glenda, did your card guts arrive for you yet? I sent it. Okay. And then I have got these little pattern paper pieces. So these pieces here are, where did I write it down? They are 2 inches by 2 7/8, and we've got 5 of those. And then we've got 4 pieces of designer series paper, and that's 1 7/8 by 2 3/4 inches. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So we've got all of our bits. Oh goodness, apparently I've met my move goal today. No, it hasn't arrived yet. Oh, it should be there tomorrow, I think. I posted it, I think last week. I'm not sure which day. All the days ran into each other. All right, so I'm just going to, what I'm going to do while I have these white bits all lined up and this backing bit lined up, I'm just going to glue them together so I don't mess them up. The others I can do in a moment. All right. I'm pretty excited about it actually. I've got all of my stuff that I need for Facebook Lives up in the study. Well, all of the stuff except the embellishments, because that's I don't have enough to have 2 of everything. All right, so I'm just going to pop this one on here. Right. And got a little bit of oozing out of there. So what did everyone do on the weekend? Yeah, I hope everyone had a good weekend. Surprisingly, we didn't do, I did some filming on Sunday, but other than that, I didn't do any craft stuff. It was awesome. Because we've had so many weekends where all I've done is craft stuff. I feel guilty gluing these puppies and stuff down, but it's a necessity. So we're just going to glue these. And I am going to write on the back of them in pencil what they are so that I remember. I'm going to order them 1 to 4 so I remember which one goes where. So that they are all lined up beautifully. Not that it really matters when the card's closed, but you were resting on the weekend. That was a good idea. Rest is always a good idea. We had a sleep in. It was awesome. And I got a new hairdryer. That was exciting. Because the morning of Craft Alive, my hair straightener stopped working. Steve had blown up my hairdryer, blow drying the dog. Oh, wow, you're good, Glenda. I haven't even started the ones that I'm sending. I finished off the Christmas cards. Wow. Do you want to come do mine? I'm sure I could give you a place to sleep and I could set you started on mine. How many do you do, Glenda? I've decided to do less this time. Just because it costs so much to post. Now my measurements might be a teeny bit out with this one, but I'm not too worried about it because that's going to be on the inside. That's number 3. It's amazing when you measure things and you know that you've cut it exactly the same and it still doesn't, there's like a teeny bit of difference. Oh, look at that puppy, he's beautiful. Anyway, sorry, he's getting glued down. Yeah. It's only September, Glenda. How can you have finished all your Christmas cards? You start in July. Alright, so these are for the inside. Now, if you're in the US and you want measurements, I will put the measurements in the comments after the video. It might not be tonight, but I will put them there. So that, and this is card number, this is number 4. All right, so we'll just pop those 4 panels out the way. Okay. Oh, you have done 100, and you had a few left over from last year. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, let's just move that out the way. Move that out the way. All right. Let's talk about our base card now. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold back our little 1/2 inch pieces at each end, right? No, actually I have to fold them the other way. And we're using our bone folder. Yes, you started in July. You would have to make that many. And we'll fold this one there. Okay. And then we're going to just, now you'll see here is a mountain fold. I don't know if you can see that. So I fold mine the other way. And fingers crossed everyone that I got the measurements right. Every time I cut this and I adjusted it by like 1/8 of an inch or 1/16 of an inch, it worked out differently and now it's overlapping, but I'm okay with that. I think if it overlaps it'll be fine. Alright, so you've got this, so it's a gatefold card, so it's a gatefold accordion card. That's what I'm trying to achieve here. So now I've got these ones, the accordion bit, and I'm just going to just move that over there. Just going to burnish all the edges. Hello, Leanne. I've been thinking of you. I hope that you're doing okay. I know things were a bit more complicated than you first thought, but I hope you're okay. Alright. Okay, so what happens with this card is this bit here will stick in the center. But before we can do that, we need to just do a little bit of trimming with our scissors. Oh, you sell most of yours to your regular customers. Oh, and you've done a few for family. Yeah. Well, slow is better than not at all, Leanne. So, okay, so what we're going to do here, I've taken a pencil mark and marked where that accordion is, and I'm just going to cut just a little bit of an angle inside that pencil mark and along the score line. Okay. Now, this is one of those, I watched a few videos and I can totally make this, so never made it. I don't even know who I watched, but whoever you are, thank you. I didn't write it down. Normally I would, but I didn't today. And, you know, I gave my friend Gail an apron because she helped me at Craft Alive, and it says on it, I can totally make that. And I was thinking about that as I'm preparing, as I'm watching all these videos and thinking, I can totally. Now, I am having a few internet issues tonight, so I'm hoping that everything is going okay and you can still see me. All right, so we've got the base of our card. So we're going to stick our little piece in the center. Okay. Now, what else did did anyone order the Stampin' Up Advent Calendar that came out today? I did. I ordered it, one for our one-day retreat, which I think might be sold out. I need to double check that. I need to check with Vicky. I'm pretty sure it's sold out today. If not, I'll let you know. Oh, you ordered it, Leanne. Oh, it's so exciting. I just and someone said, oh, what's in the advent calendar? And I'm like, it's an advent calendar, you don't know. I found that funny. I found it so ironic. Okay, so now we're going to pop these pieces on. Alright, so we're going to do pieces, I've numbered 2 and 3 we're going to do here. So I'm using slightly different paper, but it's still the same sort of colours. I hope you can get it too, Marnie. I just think it's fun. And years ago, Steve was doing this really lovely thing for me, and he spent a lot of money on buying a Nutcracker advent calendar. But he bought it from some dodgy website. And anyway, instead of a proper 24-day advent calendar, or 25-day, depending on where you are, turning up with 2 nutcrackers per day, it turned up and there was 2 nutcrackers, and they weren't even the anywhere near the quality that they were supposed to be. I don't know why that one's not right. Anyway. And I saw a sneak preview of it, Glenda. So the stamp set that you get with it is, it looks like around about a $50 stamp set. And it's got the first day is dies that coordinate with it, and they are nice. And then the rest of it is we didn't get to see. And I just think the dies and the stamps alone, and we saw we did see some pattern paper, and I think those were pretty exciting. So I had a FOMO thing, and I thought, well, I always get an advent calendar, so instead of getting a cosmetic one, or not that I have got one of those for a while, or a wine one, or a chocolate one, I'll get something that I'm going to enjoy using. And it's the stamp set isn't a Christmas one, it can be used all year round, and I just think it's really nice. And yeah, you never know when you get an advent calendar if it's going to be worth it or not. Yes, Marnie, poor Steve. He was horrified. So then we had to send it back through PayPal, and that was an ordeal in itself because we had to send it back to China and we didn't have an address in English. And then when we got an address in English and we sent it back, the people in China couldn't read the English address, so it got sent back to us. So we got a refund, and we got 2 broken, dodgy nutcrackers for our trouble. So anyway, but yeah, it was a big hullabaloo. So here I'm just sticking 4 of my pieces of basic white on. And these are 2 inches by 2 7/8. Yeah, there will be I think there's a video, Glenda. If you have a look at the video, I think there's a demo on YouTube. I think it's coming out today or tomorrow, whenever it goes on sale in the US market probably, and it'll have more information about the advent calendar. But I just thought it was fun, and that was my Christmas present to myself. But yeah, and Steve's Christmas present to me was a hairdryer, which he blew up, and I got that early. And when I asked him, well, what about my GHD, which I have had a GHD hair straightener since about 2010, because we bought it no, it must have been 2012, because we bought it when we went to duty free when we went to New Zealand. After the 2011 earthquakes. So, yeah. These things always stop working at the most inopportune times. Okay, so I've stuck 4 of these on. The 5th one, I'm going to stamp. You've got a picture of the stamps, but nowhere to post here. maybe after the live, you might be able to post photos in the comments. I'm going to pop that one there. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of stamping with our 5th piece. And we're just going to use a sentiment. And I think we might just go with Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes. I'm hoping that's going to fit. We've just got to go with one that fits, okay? Oh, no, let's go with this one. It says, hoping your Christmas is the most magical yet. Okay, so I'm going to need my foam mat, which I took downstairs. Steve's engraving my foam mat for me. So we're just going to use our silicone craft sheet underneath. Okay. And I have got some Memento Matte black ink. So some Tuxedo black Memento. Oh, that's very kind of you, Leanne, to offer to send that to Glenda. All right. I think I need to clean my blocks. I didn't get that far in cleaning blocks. Next week's a new month. Oh, I'm really looking forward to my class on Saturday. That's going to be lots of fun. We're using a few different products from the mini catalogue. So that looks cute. We might do more stamping. I haven't decided that. So it's not a no stamp card. All right. That ink. So when you've got your tuxedo memento tuxedo black, remember to store it upside down, okay? So the ink doesn't fall to the bottom. Oakley dokley. So let's get these guys on. So sorry, I'm not very fast at crafting today. I'm trying to make sure that I do this properly and get it right. So far, so good. Now, Leanne, do you want to write down the base card measurements to suit your cards? Is 5.5 by 9.5, and it's scored at 1/2 inch and 2 5/8 of an inch from both sides. Okay. Right. So let's just stick. Now, if you didn't want to waste all of that white, you can do this without the layers. I'll just have them. We're going to do that one. I'm going to do the opposite side because I really like this little owl. And that means I don't have to decorate it. So you could decorate each of these little panels. Oh, going off the screen here. I just think this paper is so cute. It's really fun. And look at this little mouse. He's so super cute. Super cute. Someone said to me that when I say something super cute, that I sound so American. I'm like, I don't intend to. I don't think I do. do spend a lot of time talking to Americans, so maybe I do sound American. All right. Just doing this last little one. Spread it around. Lucky Megan's not watching. Should be saying, use the other end. Has anyone seen that cartoon or comic where they the women are watching the TV and the caption is, if women watched cooking shows the same way that men watch sports, and the cartoon is like the girls are saying, no, don't use that particular utensil. I don't know, can't remember the whole thing, but I was thinking, people, if women watch crafting videos like men watch sport, it would be quite funny. All right, so here we are. We've got our little accordion for the inside. Now, I really want to use this puppy on the front, but it's too long, right? So we are just going to do a little bit of trimming because if I used the other puppy that faces that direction, it doesn't show up. Look, it's too much red on, let's move this up a bit, too much red on black. So that's why I want to use this guy. And I think I can take its harness off. Let's do a little bit of fussy cutting. Right, that's probably not the best fussy cutting in the world, but I think that that's super cute. So we're just gonna pop this on here. So it's much easier to decorate your little accordion before you pop it, I think, before you pop it onto your card front. Okay. We're going to use this piece and this one on the envelope later. Okay. Now, this guy needs to be on dimensionals. Because it's cute. It's just too cute. Now, I know it's taken me nearly an hour to make this card, but it's a process. Don't want to rush these things. Okay, a little there. This piece is going to go on the envelope as well. So it's going to go on the back of the envelope. Now, this one here, this pussycat, I don't want that last letter. I just want the cat. And I think that the cat should be jumping up, not down. And it has to go on flat. So I need to bring our silicone craft mat back in. Oh, a bit too far down, sorry about that. I have my camera at a different height today, on my phone at a different height today, because I was filming, and because I was filming for YouTube, it is different set up for when you're filming for Facebook Lives. So it's a little not quite where I want it to be. Okay, dokey. Now we're going to pop our accordion onto the front of our card. Okay, so I'm going to use my Seal Plus. Let's move these things out of the way. We use my Seal Plus and just pop this here. Use my Seal Plus on here. Now I'm using my gentle hands, and if it goes over the edge, because I'm using Seal Plus, I can just fold it back. Now we're using it on the other side. I don't know why we're having so many internet issues tonight. It's not like we're with Optus. Well, not our internet anyway. Okay, so then we're just going to fold that down, hold that, lay that out flat. We're going to get a bit of glue, put a bit of glue on the middle panel. Oh, where's that hair from? That's not even mine. Ugh. A bit of glue on the middle panel. Okay. Now I think it's going to need a sentiment on the front. Ugh. And we're going to lay that so that it's nice and centered and flat and straight. Fingers crossed. Wow, here we go. Now's for the moment of truth. Oh no, not a bit high up. Just quickly move that down. Oh, no, I didn't cut it right. We can always trim a bit more. All right. I'm going to trim these little bits off here because I obviously didn't cut it right. Are we liking this card so far? Do you know what? It's an interesting card, I think. It's not a I'm going to make this for everybody card. This is for someone special. Alright. And that didn't work like that. That Seal Plus is not holding tonight. So there we go, and then this one's like that. So there you go. So that Seal Plus has got to hold like that. Oh, it's being facetious. Why is it doing that? Well, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Wonder why that didn't work. What we can do, let's just, I don't know why that didn't work. Okay. Maybe because I stuck it to the wrong bit. What an idiot. There we go. That's better. Well, that I was a bit of a donkey there. All right. It does work. So you've got to make sure that when you lay it out, that you actually stick it to the right piece, right? That was a good save, but it's not quite finished. It needs a little sentiment at the top, on the front. I think that we need to say I don't know. What do we need to say? Do we need to say Merry Christmas? Special delivery? I don't know. Oh, lucky I fixed that. I can't believe that I glued that to the wrong bit. Oh, that's so funny. Yep. So funny. I think it needs to say, I don't think it needs to say from the North Pole. I think it needs to say special delivery. I think that fits. Because I think the Merry Christmas one is just that little bit too big. Okay, I just think it's too big. It could work. How about I stamp both of them and we make a decision? So let's make sure I've got a bit of basic white here. I've got a scrap. Oh, thanks, Marnie. It'd be better if I had embellishments on it, I think. But shh, don't tell anyone. Okay. So we're just going to use the Merry Christmas. Move that out the way. I nearly messed it up though. Glad I thought about it a bit more. So as I said, I hadn't made that before, and I only watched 3 videos and thought, yeah, I can totally make that. I nearly couldn't. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, let's just trim those off, and I'm just going to use my Stampin' Up guillotine thing because it'll be easier to get a straight line. Okay. Here we go. I think we've just about got it. Right, now you could, ideally, you could probably stamp this on a piece of pool party. That would look really nice. But let's trim that down a little bit too. I hope one day Stampin' Up is good too. I could have sold 50 of them. Alright, so let's have a look now. Seem to have a lot of glue over my grid paper tonight. Let's just turn our... Let's just have a look. So we've got, oh, we need to trim a bit more off the top of that. You like it? Oh, that's really good. I'm glad you like it. I think it's a cute card. Now, I'm not sure if I'm right about this, but I think I watched a video by Lisa Curio. I think that's her name. I think she was one of the videos that I watched. I know one of them had instructions you could download, and I thought, oh, that's a really good idea, but I didn't download them. Just cutting this a bit smaller. Just so that, because I don't like too much white around my sentiment. Right. So let's make a decision. Do we want Merry Christmas and Happy Wishes, which sort of covers the top of your mailbox? Or I guess you could put it up there, but that looks a bit odd. Or do we want Special Delivery, which has some space around it? I think I like the Special Delivery. What do you think? I'll give you a second for the lag to tell me. I'm thinking, so we got Special Delivery, or we got Merry Christmas and Happiest Wishes. We could use both. We could use Special Delivery here, and then on the last little page we could use the Merry Christmas, and then we're not wasting it. Right. So you could also do a belly band with this to keep it closed. Oh, that's very runny glue. Let me just spread that around. That's really yellow glue too. That must have been sitting here a while. This where I film is on the western side of the house, so it gets very, very hot. There we go. We're going to stick that one there. And we're going to stick the Special Delivery one over here. That's what I thought, Marnie. It matches what's happening in the picture. There we go. I think that we're finished now. I'll put some embellishments on it later on, and then I'll take a photo. So look at that. So we've got our puppy. Oh, we've got this last little envelope-y thing to put on. Just cut off that bit there. This is the bit that I cut off the end of the cat to make it fit. Oh God, goodness. Way too much glue. We're going to put that down. Oh, he's upside down. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's on. Okay, so there we have my first ever attempt, after watching 3 videos, of the gatefold accordion card. And I didn't mess it up completely. How's that? What do you think? And you could, if you wanted, to put some white on the back, so you have more room to write. Oh, look, I've got a piece that's the right size. That's actually a fluke, but we'll just chuck that on the back. A very big fluke. And, yeah. That's funny. Oh, now I've smudged it everywhere. Not having much luck with glue today. Let's just wipe that off. Oh, goodness. There we go. So you've got plenty of room on the back. And what we can do, those ones that I was going to put on the envelope, they'll fit on the back. And we can have the sleigh as well. I'll leave the sleigh for the envelope. Yes. So there we go. It just evolved from my original thought. It turned out better than I thought it would, to be honest. I was a bit worried that I was really going to mess it up completely. But I do think it's quite fun. And I do love these dash hounds. I think they're so, so cute. And the one on the front is a long-haired one, and so it's a bit like Chip. And Beacon's not watching tonight, so she can't. She won't be able to see the Chip-inspired card. Oh, see, isn't that cute? The little dash hound on the back. So you've got plenty of space to write if you want to. Okay, so there we go. Well, that took me 1 hour and 5 minutes, but I'm sorry about that. But I think it was worth it. It was fun. It's a very fun card. I'm going to make more of those now. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that card. Now, I'll see some of you on Saturday for our class from 1:30 p.m. At my place at Parkinson. Others of you I will see on World Card Making Day. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the week. Leanne, I will message you. Oh, thank you. It's funny when you, yeah, haven't done something before and you go, well, I've got to try it. And let's just try it on camera, and what could possibly go wrong? All right. And I will see you in care. And until next time, happy creating and bye for now.